looking into, let's say, into the B2C market, so it's also interesting to see the development. So we have, let's say, two different developments, what we can see. One is the, let's say, the PC shipments went up, let's say, in a consumer source, in a consumer area, 23%, but on the same time, the B2B, let's say, shipments went down. So that, let's say, reflects just the number from before. Let's say, despite all these trends in the market, so we really could gain more market share. Looking in the consumer area, definitely we see, just taking some major countries, that let's say, the crisis was more or less visible, and you could have recognized it early. So you see that somewhere in August, in April, July 2007, so it started to decline. That's a consumer confidence sentiment. And but the most important number for me is, let's say, that there was, let's say, the low was achieved somewhere in April. You can see here from that point in the major countries, in most countries of Europe, let's say the turnaround started in the consumer area. And we felt in the second quarter a little bit, let's say, this the pressure really at this low point in the online business. We couldn't feel it in the retail business, but now in the third quarter we really saw it's a really turn back of the economy outside. So we are very confident about, let's say, the next coming quarters. So looking how we developed in the retail market, that's also a number which is measured by GfK, and that's the comparison of, I guess it's also June, as far as I know, June 2009 to June 2008. So what you can see that we have gained fantastic coverage across Europe. So that was our position last year in June, and that is our position this year in June. And you could see that's the number of outlets we are now really covering. And you have really, the landscape is just, let's say, Symantec and it's us. And you can see the development of Symantec. So it's going, let's say, they have lost many stores which do not longer sell the product. And that's indicated by this number here. So they're losing market share. We have gained market share from 26 to 31. You can see on the other side, let's say that's just, let's say, all the other vendors. They are just around, let's say, 4, 5, 3%, 1% across Europe. So the real game is done here in that space right now, and that's the real interesting game we are in at the moment. So that's just our market position is growing heavily in the last 12 months again. That's not just Europe. I also wanted to share this number with you. So it's not just Europe, it's also in the US. So the numbers January to July, you can see even in the US retail market, which definitely is it's harder. Come with a Russian software to the US market, has some specifics, but you can see, so our colleagues in the US market gained also now the number 2 position in the US retail market, which is also fantastic. So outlook, then I'm already at the end. Obviously, there is an economy crisis outside. Obviously, we also felt it. So some of, let's say, our resellers, some of our distributors also had problems, and we also helped them really to survive in some cases, really. So we really tried to do the best, but we, as you could see in the numbers, we are really acting against the market trends. Obviously, nobody knows how it moves on, but let's say all the researchers, all the data we see now, it seems it's really getting more positive. So we see also the launch of Windows 7 as a very positive influence. So many companies, many consumers are just waiting for that point, which gives us a good opportunity to step in again from our side, especially in the B2B area, because anyway then the companies have to remove the old operating system, which makes it easy for them to install a new antivirus. So we are launching pretty soon, the next days, also new versions of our flagship product in the B2B area, Kaspersky Open Space Security, the R2 release. And so this will be the next milestone for us in, let's say, going into the B2B area. And on the other side, let's say we're also extending our portfolio, and you can see the next version is also on the way, which will cover the Mac platform. So Our expected growth in Europe for this year will be greater than 30% in total, so which is good, and it's a big step forward to the market leading position in a couple of years. So that's it from my side, briefly and short, just to give you the numbers. And I guess as next presentation, I give the microphone to our virus researchers.